Hey, good morning. Come on in. Have a seat. Get you some coffee. We got a few minutes or a few moments here before we get started. You can get you a cup of coffee, get you something to drink, maybe something cold. Although it is cold outside, so I would suggest something warm, like a nice sip of coffee. Maybe some hot chocolate. I don't know. Is it too early in the morning for hot chocolate? I don't know. Can't tell you. Some hot tea, all that's good. Earl Grey. Remember Earl Grey tea? Never met Earl, but he has some good tea. Anyway, just come on in, have a seat. My name is Wes. I serve as the interim pastor at the First Baptist Church of Cutler, and we come together every morning, Monday through Friday, about this time. We're a little bit early today. We share some coffee. This is Coffee with Wes. And hey, listen, just want to thank you all for watching and for being a part of our get together. We couldn't do it without you, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on our little chat for today. And we're picking up from yesterday. And so here's the situation. Jesus is at the tomb of his good friend Lazarus. And as you know, Lazarus was sick. His sister sent word to him to come and to let him know that he was sick and hopefully that he would return and do something for Lazarus so he wouldn't die. But he died. Jesus tarried, 2 days and went back and found that Lazarus was in the tomb. And so he didn't know what to do. I mean, the people didn't know what to do with Jesus. They had hoped that he would have come, and he didn't come. And so they're kind of perturbed at him, to say the least. So he enters into the village, and Martha's there. She comes running out to him. And she, is glad to see him, but also she kind of puts it to him, if you'd been here, he wouldn't have died. Mary, on the other hand, didn't move. She just stayed where she was. She wasn't even going to get up for him. She was really upset with Jesus. And so yesterday, we looked at a passage and Jesus was, trying to console Martha. Today we pick up in verse 33 of John chapter 11, and he's trying to comfort Martha's sister, Mary, who has come to see him. And I want to read this, and I'm going to read it from the New Living Translation, John 11, verses 33 through 35, because it gives us a picture, if you will, of what is going on in Jesus' emotional state. This is really important. So when Jesus saw her weeping, that's when he saw Mary weeping, and saw the other people wailing with her, a deep anger welled up within him, and he was deeply troubled. "Where have you put him?" he asked them. And they told him, "Come and see." And then Jesus wept. And we refer to that as the shortest verse of the Bible. The people who were standing nearby said, "See how much he loved him." But some said, "This man healed a blind man. Couldn't he have kept Lazarus from dying?" There's that thing, Jesus could have done something. This is verse 38. Jesus was still angry as he arrived at the tomb, a cave with a stone rolled across its entrance. So I want you to hear that. I want you to hear that when Jesus saw the people weeping and he saw them wailing, that a deep anger welled up within him, and he was troubled. Do you see that? And then he goes to the tomb, and he is still angry. He is still angry. So what does that, what does that say? What does that mean? So I want you to notice this. In the face of death, Jesus is not distant. He's not unemotional. I want you to know that in the face of death and in the midst of our sorrow and our mourning over loved ones, that Jesus weeps alongside those who are mourning, and that Jesus understands the pain and the loss, and that Jesus enters into our grief and compassion. I hear people today when someone has passed away, a loved one, and someone would say something like, well, they're in a better place. And no doubt they are. or they will say, we need to be rejoicing because they have gone on to their heavenly reward. Folks, when a loved one dies, we need to be crying. I mean, we need to share our emotions, and if we're sad, we're sad, and if we're angry, we're angry. Now, Jesus was angry here. I mean, I've read it to you in two different places. He was angry. The anger welled up within him, and he wept. And it wasn't just like he was crying little dabs of tears, trying to hold them back, but he was deeply troubled. He was weeping from within, and his whole body was weeping. And his tears are a reminder that he cares deeply for our suffering, and he is present with us in our most painful moments. Now, I say all that, and I also want to say this: even when he knows the outcome, Jesus knew what he was going to do for Lazarus, and yet he sees the sorrow and the grief of those who are mourning his death, and Jesus is right there with him. And he was weeping with those who weep. Jesus does not dismiss our grief. Instead, he enters into it with us. He is right there with us in moments of sadness and sorrow. And, he knows the result. The person that has passed, if they know Jesus, he knows that they're going to be in his presence. Jesus knew that Lazarus was going to be raised from the dead, but yet he had compassion, and he identified with the sorrows of the people, and he identifies with our sorrow as well. Okay, the thought for today: in your moments of grief and sorrow, remember this, that Jesus weeps with you. In your suffering, draw closer to the Lord as he seeks to put his arm around you and hold you close to his side. Okay, those are our words for today. I hope you have a great Tuesday. Hope you get off on this day and have just knock it out of the park and get everything done on this April the 8th, 2025. And I'll see you again tomorrow, Lord willing, and we'll gather together again. We'll be looking at the same passage in John chapter 11. If you get a few moments today, hey, why not read through this, and why not see it for yourself? Okay, folks, bye for now. See you again real soon.